Welcome to part 3 of this landing page masterclass. Here we're going to be looking at the psychology of persuasion, since psychology plays such an important role in conversion optimization. In fact, the principles you'll be learning in this section will be universal and timeless. While tools and tactics may change, the laws of human nature pretty much stay constant. So let's begin by looking at a concept known as state change. One of the most important concepts I ever encountered when I was first learning about landing page optimization was the idea of state change. Now, what the heck is state change? Let me explain. Everyone who's looking for something wants to experience a transformation from a less desirable before state to a more desirable after state. That's the way the folks at digitalmarketer.com explain it, and it makes a lot of sense. Think about any product or service. Let's take a gym membership as an example. People want to go from their unhappy, unhealthy, unfit before state, and through the gym membership, they transform to a more happy, healthy, and fit after state. They want that transformation. That's what they're buying. They're not just buying the gym membership, they're buying the transformation that comes with it. And the better we can get as landing page optimizers at explaining that transformation from a less desirable before state to a more desirable after state, the easier it is to get people to go along with us on that journey. Now, to help you come up with the messaging you need to do this, I have another template for you. This one's called the before-after grid. You'll find it in the resources or links section of this video. And right now, we're going to walk through it step by step together. Okay, here we see the before-after grid. This is a handy template that you can use to help you identify the state change that your landing page visitors want to achieve. Again, we're talking about the before state and the after state, and your job as the landing page optimizer or as the marketer is to help that visitor get from that before state to the after state. Now, we've broken it up into two different parts, what they have and what they feel. So you basically have four different quadrants. You have what the visitor has before, what they have after, how they feel before, and how they feel after. So let's go through a quick example. This time, let's assume that the visitor is on a page that is asking them to fill out a consultation for help with their taxes. So they need to get their taxes filed. So what do they have before? What does that before state look like? Well, they probably have a lot of paperwork related to their taxes. They probably have unfinished taxes, and they have unanswered questions. And maybe they also have a looming tax deadline. Now, what do they want to have in that after state once they achieve that after state, once they get their taxes filed? Well, they would have less paperwork, hopefully, or at least more organized paperwork. They would have finished taxes. They would have all of their questions answered, and they would have no more tax deadline because their taxes have been filed. So you see how we're transforming from that before state to that after state. And this can come in really handy because it'll help you craft the design and especially the copy that you need to have on your landing page to speak into those types of transformations and let your visitor visualize what it is that you can help them achieve. Now, moving on to the feel section, how do they feel before? Well, they probably feel confused and they probably feel stressed. There's a lot of different tax laws and a lot of different things that they have to think about before they file their taxes. And that can create a lot of confusion and a lot of stress. And how do they want to feel in that after state? Well, they probably want to be reassured that everything's been done right. They're probably going to be confident that their taxes have been filed correctly and that they received the maximum benefit that they could get. And most importantly, they want to feel at peace with the fact that their taxes are now final and done and they don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's just a quick example of how you can use the before-after grid. Again, this was based on a template from digitalmarketer.com. They have an 8-question before-after grid. This is a more simplified version of that, but you can check out their full 8-question before-after grid on the link at the bottom of this template. So I hope you find it very useful as you create your own before-after grids and craft your landing page copy. Okay, now that we've covered the fundamental concept of state change, in the next video, we'll look at brain chemistry and what's going on up there when someone visits our landing pages.